She texts you when she needs someone to talk to. She is warm when you see each other. She says she values you, but something never quite moves forward. And if you are being honest with yourself, you have wondered for a while now whether you are actually being considered or whether you are simply being kept. This is one of the most uncomfortable positions a man can find himself in. And most men who are in it do not fully know it yet, or they know it and do not want to see it clearly. Here is what is actually happening. A backup option is not someone she dislikes. It is often someone she genuinely likes, feels comfortable with, is glad to have around. But comfort and desire are not the same thing. And a man who has allowed himself to become primarily a source of emotional comfort, without any real tension or forward movement in the dynamic, has drifted into a position that feels like connection, but functions like a placeholder. She keeps certain men close because those men make her feel good without requiring her to commit to anything. They are available. They are warm. They never push back, never create friction, never make the silence feel like something needs to be resolved. And so they become easy to keep and easy to deprioritize. The first thing that places a man in this position is accepting an undefined dynamic for too long. Weeks turn into months. Things are warm but vague, neither a relationship nor a clear ending, and a man who continues showing up in that vagueness, hoping it will resolve itself in his favor, is communicating something he does not mean to. He is communicating that the current situation is acceptable to him. When something is acceptable to you, she has no reason to move it forward. She only evaluates what the relationship could become when she feels the real possibility that it might not continue at all. A man who never creates that possibility stays comfortable and stays exactly where he is. The second thing that creates this dynamic is leading with availability instead of desire. A backup option is always available. He responds quickly. He rearranges things for her. He is there whenever she reaches out. And all of that comes from a good place. But it signals, at the level she processes attraction, that his life does not have much in it competing for his attention. A man whose life is genuinely full, who is building something, who has commitments and friendships and things he cares about deeply, does not rearrange everything at the first opportunity. And that quality, that sense that his attention is worth something because other things hold it too, is one of the clearest signals of a man worth choosing. There is a video on this channel that covers exactly this. The mindset shift that makes a grown man naturally magnetic to women. It goes deep on what this looks and feels like in practice. I will link it at the end. The third thing is never naming what you actually want. Most men in backup situations have a clear preference. They want the relationship to move forward. They want to be chosen, not kept. But they have not said it, because saying it feels like a risk, like it might push her away. Here is the truth about that fear. The risk of stating what you want clearly is far smaller than the cost of not doing it. A man who can say, simply and without aggression, "I am genuinely interested in you and I want to understand if this is going somewhere," is a man who respects his own time enough to ask for clarity. And that self-respect is attractive in a way that continued vagueness never is. She may not have the answer you are hoping for, but you will have moved yourself out of a position that was quietly costing you your dignity. The path out of backup status is not tactics. It is a clear and grounded understanding of what you are worth and a willingness to act from that understanding. The men who escape this dynamic are not the ones who become harder to reach or who start performing unavailability. They are the men who become genuinely honest about what they want, about what is and is not working for them, about the fact that their time and emotional investment have real value. A woman cannot fully respect a man who does not believe that about himself. And she cannot choose with any depth someone who has never made it clear that being chosen is something he actually expects. If this resonated, this is the natural next step. It goes into what genuine self-respect looks like when it is tested in early dating. It is on screen now. I will see you there.